Right, I'd like to extend Father Perry's welcome, and just to say that Lynda and I, we echo that welcome, and we'd just like to explain a little bit about this day and why we've chosen this day for our celebration. So, 24th of September is the Feast of Our Lady of Mercy and of Sisters of Mercy around the world are all celebrated today. So welcome to this celebration here in Blessed Sacrament Parish. It was on this day in 1827 that the first House of Mercy was opened in Dublin by a charismatic visionary woman named Catherine McCormick. And her vision was to provide safe lodging and support for vulnerable women working in the homes of the rich. But the house very quickly became, in addition, a school and an orphanage, and provided a wide outreach to the poor of Dublin. A few years later, Catherine and her helpers took religious vows, and so the Congregation of the Sisters of Mercy was born. So we're welcoming you all to a universal celebration for Sisters of Mercy. All around the world will be celebrating this feast of Our Lady of Mercy. And 180 years later, that's after 1827, another charismatic and visionary woman, Sister Lynda, pioneered and opened the latest House of Mercy, Women of the Well, in the King's Cross. As many of you know, it's a women-only charity dedicated to supporting and empowering vulnerable women, especially those striving to exit prostitution. So it seemed very right and fitting that we should combine and celebrate our Jubilee on this feast day and the 4th birthday of our Women of the Well. So I just wanted to mention, it feels right to mention here, that Lynda shared her profession day with Sister Bernadette, who is also here, and with Carol, I think is also here. Yes. And I made my first profession with Sister Julia Geithner, who is also celebrating today, with us here today. And last Saturday, I went to her Jubilee celebration, which was a lovely parish celebration in Sheffield.
During this year, 2011, 29 sisters have celebrated Jubilees. Platinum, 70 years, Diamond, 60 years, Golden, 50 years, Ruby, 40 years, and Silver, 25 years. And I must say we celebrated 80 years last year of a sister who was 100, and that was Oak. Each of these sisters have celebrated their service to God and the Church, and shared their celebrations with members of the family, with friends and people in their committed lives as Sisters of Mercy. A very significant part of their celebrations has been their renewal of vows during Mass. When they first committed themselves to a life of mercy by vowing their lives to God in chastity, poverty, obedience, and the service of those in need, they were very young. Each year they renew these vows, and each year their commitment and understanding of their vowed lives becomes even deeper. Today is a special day for Sisters Camilla and Lynda, not just because it is their Jubilee Day, but because it is a special day for all Sisters of Mercy. When Sister Camilla and Lynda renew their commitment, they will surely reflect on all the years and look back at the crisscross patterns of their lives. They heard their call in their youth and were nourished in their faith by parents and family. They responded by pronouncing their vows as Sisters of Mercy and received their rings. They continue to choose to keep on giving in mercy, and as they renew their vows today, those of us here will also renew our vows. Let us rejoice with them and thank God for them as they continue to give their lives to mercy by their vows. And so I invite all Sisters of Mercy to stand with their lighted candles and then renew their vows with Camilla and Lynda.
On the day
Of my profession, I publicly committed myself to follow Christ as a sister of mercy and to persevere unto death in the service of God's people,
emotions that we've shared in today, both with the spoken word and with silence and with gesture and with companionship. There's nothing more to be added. But the thing that has stayed with me was the invitation in the homily, not just to look backwards and give thanks, but to look forwards with anticipation. So as we do that, as we toast these two wonderful women on this auspicious occasion, I would like us to toast them in the form of a blessing that they will be empowered to continue to enflesh the vision that we've heard so much about today. So for their 75 years in total, and for all that is to come, to Lynda and Camilla,
Yes.
bless you.
Thank you on behalf of Camilla and myself for all of you here today and your presence, but also for your presence in our lives and our journeys as we've gone forward. From my dad from the beginning, and my aunt who's here, who's my godmother, all the way through the family journey that we go through, to the people who are not here, absent friends and family. Those absent people who are not here for whatever reason today, because they couldn't be here, but are with us in our hearts. And Camilla and I are aware of those people too who couldn't be here. And we lift them up in toast with all of you and say thank you for the years that have gone and for the days and years that are yet to be. To all of you and everybody here, thank you.